Hello guys, welcome back to another vlog. So I am going to be doing some things around my apartment. Those are personally like my favorite vlogs to film. I'm often like just not filming because I do things such on a whim. Like I'll just like thrift something and hang it up right away, and I need to get better about showing you guys like the small little updates like that, but I have some bigger ones. I got a big old haul to show you guys. I went to the dollar store with my mom, and then I've ordered a few things off Amazon as well. I'm sorry for the overhead lighting. It's pretty atrocious. And it's also raining, and I have my windows open, so sorry if that's loud. Liquid plumber, boring, needed it. I got new ice cube trays at the dollar store. Honestly, these are pretty cheap, and I feel like they break somewhat easily. When you first buy them, they're really nice. Then I found these little they're like slide-on little baskets for your fridge. I thought this would be so nice to put berries into. I've been thinking about getting like those little berry baskets anyways, so I was like, I'm gonna try this one out, and it might optimize the storage way more to have it hanging, so I hope it like works in my fridge because I have only like the wire shelving. And then I got these two white wicker-esque type of baskets that I plan to probably use in the fridge, but if I don't use them in the fridge, I can definitely use them somewhere in my house. And then the biggest thing that I'm like the most excited for is that I got these white like open front bins for the bottom of my fridge. I have two black bins in there currently. They're super cheap and flimsy. They were also from the dollar store. These were from like the dollar store plus. They were $3. What's nice about these is that you can stack them. Oh, look at that. You move those out. I might even have room to do that. I'm not sure. I went ahead and bought three. I'm hoping I can fit three along the bottom of my fridge because if y'all didn't know, I don't have any sort of like drawers or anything. Like I literally just have two shelves in there and that's it. So I've been dying to organize my fridge better and utilize the space a little bit more because we are really big like produce type of people and leftover type of people. We don't really use our freezer very much actually. We like mainly use the fridge. So that's everything that I got to organize the fridge. I also got one of these little cheap step stools because I can't reach like the top shelves in my kitchen, and I already have one of these in my bedroom closet that like I literally need, and I hate having to like move it out of there. I've been wanting to get a second step stool for around the house, so I just saw the all black one and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. And then what else did I get? I love buying essentials at the dollar store. I always get my cleaning supplies there. This was in the dollar store plus. I decided to go with this toilet paper this time. I've never tried it, but they're like bigger rolls, so I was like, why not? We'll see how it does. I always get the 140 sheet paper towels. And then I also always get hangers at the dollar store. I got some more white ones for my clothing rack. And I got another pair of tongs for the kitchen. These are even nicer than the ones that I have. They've upped the quality on those, so I love tongs. And then I got us a new spatula that I can throw into my camping bin because the one that we have broke, and I just had to make sure it wasn't like plastic at the end since we use it over the campfire. And then I like to get my toothpaste at the dollar store. This is the one that I got this time. I get all of my packing tape for my DEPOP orders there. Every time I go, I get a couple of these. It's not like the thickest, best tape in the world, but it works for just taping my labels on. I got some more acetone nail polish remover. I got 2 packs of gum. I got cinnamon and the original flavor, evidently. The last thing that I got was just for fun. It's just a white eyeliner pencil. I've been wanting a white eyeliner for so long, so I was actually really happy to find this. And then from Amazon, oh my god, they're so heavy. How freaking long have I been talking about doing black and white sticky tiles on my kitchen floor? If you've been around a while, you know it's been over 2 years. Since literally the day I toured this apartment, I was like, oh, it would be so cute if it had black and white checkerboard tiles in there. And I just like, I don't know why, it's not even that expensive. Like, I mean, these probably, don't get me wrong, are not like the best quality ones ever. These ones that I got on Amazon, they were on sale for $13 a box, and they come with 20 12 by 12 tiles. These are the ones that I got. They have 4 checkers for each 12 by 12 tile. I like the look of like the smaller. I have no idea how well these are gonna stick on. I don't know how thick they are, how good they are. I mean, I was looking at reviews before I bought them, obviously, but you know, sometimes you just never know. I'm also a little nervous because one box did get pretty wet in the rain today because I was not home to grab it off the porch right away. So I hope that didn't affect all of the tiles that I bought, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. And then the other thing I bought was some more rug tape. I love this kind of tape that just like comes in a roll because you can cut the strip size that you need for your rugs. I always tape down the corners of my rugs because with my cats, and just like also with us walking on them, they just move around a lot and I don't like using rug pads underneath it. Like I want to just stick it down to the floor. That's my haul. Welcome to the freaking video. You just get hit with a big haul right at the beginning. We somewhat recently did a grocery haul. I'm trying to think. It's actually been a minute. There's quite a few things we need, but I feel like our fridge is still decently full right now, so I feel good about organizing what we have in there right now. I forgot to show you guys too, actually. So a while ago, I got a new broom. You have to buy the stick and the actual broom head separately, but I liked that it was just black and gray. My old one was blue, and it was just like, it stuck out a lot, and it was just like not the cutest. And I went back to get a dustpan today. I didn't know that it was the kind that has the pole, which is actually honestly really nice for me because with how much I'm sweeping up like hair and stuff, I can like just not have to bend down. Like I can just sweep the hair right into that, and then this pops up and it like folds away really well. So I'll still be able to keep this tucked away in between the shelf and the wall next to my fridge. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice. For the dollar store, like, I'm very pleased with that, and I love that they match and that they're nice and neutral. So that was actually officially the haul. Let's get to organizing my fridge. I'm also gonna go ahead and clean my fridge out while I'm organizing because I might as well. I hate cleaning the fridge. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys what we're working with in here. Don't judge me. So the way the shelves are placed has been working really well for us. Like I could maybe raise this one up one more and have a little more room on this shelf, but I don't know, it's not too bad honestly. So we keep drinks and things up here. Sometimes our leftovers will spill up here too. And then I do butter and yogurt and then, you know, leftovers. I always keep our meat on this shelf, and then we just like open the box of the sodas right here because honestly, like I could get an aesthetically pleasing one, but like that literally works, so it's fine. And then these are the bins that I have in here right now that are from the dollar store, and they're just like so cheap and flimsy, and they don't even fit, obviously. I am praying that those fit. I don't know, they might not, they might be too big too. Let's just go ahead and see. I'm gonna be so freaking bummed if these don't fit. I don't think they're going to. Oh my god, they're literally so close. Look how dirty that is. That's so bad. Oh my god. Ew. On these shelves, we keep our butter and like kitty food, our eggs. This usually has either like canned stuff or my mini cans of soda. We always put our Arizona on this shelf, and then down here is all our condiments. With all that being said, that's our fridge. That's what we're working with. Let's get this bad boy organized. This wasn't like some crazy glow up, don't get me wrong, especially since we still have leftovers in the fridge, but these do work. They're a little bigger than I had hoped for, but it's fine. It's at least much easier to like grab into there for the things that we need. So I did all of our greens in here. I have like my lettuce, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and then an onion in there. And then this one is our fruit basket. This one is our meat basket. And then this is still cheese and lunch meat, which I think is fine. I just lined up a few bottles back here, still have our butter and our yogurt in the same spot, still have our drinks and these leftovers up here. Oh, and then I was able, so the little fruit basket that I have doesn't slide over this lip very well. Like it's not thick enough, but it did snap onto the wires down here, which is like really not convenient. I just snapped it there for now. But honestly, I'm probably just gonna like put the berries in it and then like put it on the shelf. I don't know, this fridge is definitely just not the easiest to organize, but I'm trying to make it work. Oh, and then another thing is that like, it's definitely hitting these. I feel like, yeah, we're really gonna have to like push the fridge shut, which is slightly annoying. So here's our pantry situation. We use this whole top cabinet. Up here we just have like canned goods, noodles, extra spices, you know, just like dried goods like that. This is like our snack shelf. This is like the main bin that we use for our snacks. Unfortunately, this one was too big, it did not fit. So I decided to reuse the ones from our fridge. I'm gonna do one chip basket, and then where's my other basket? Oh, it's already up here. Hello. And then I'm gonna do this one with like granola bars and fruit snacks and things like that. This wire shelf, I actually just found the bins, and it's so helpful for organizing our bread. This is like typically filled with granola back here. We're just out right now. Then I've got like lemonade, coffee that I use for cold brew, a whole bunch of Cracker Barrel freaking, whatever. Anyways, it's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and organize this now. Okay, it's a bit later. We've had dinner, and I'm not done yet. I still have this one bin that I bought that I really don't want to go to waste. I mean, I guess I could like return it, but I just want to use it. So I'm sitting here on the floor because I really want to organize under the sink. That's so bad. I have a big like bucket that I got from the dollar store that I use if I'm ever like washing the car or something like that. So I think I'm gonna just transfer things from the bucket into here, because this would be so much easier to grab like my cleaning stuff out from. And then I'll probably just put the bucket down with my bone bucket in the basement. Here's a better look at what we're working with. It's just a lot of crap crammed in here. All of like my cleaning products are right in the front where I can grab them. And then we have so many bags overflowing right here. And then we have this bucket. I don't even like remember what's in here. I just want to get this a little bit better under here. Hey guys, it's another day. So I had a little bit of time in between some of my clients today, and I decided to lay out the checkerboard tile in the kitchen because I wanted to make sure that I had ordered enough. I didn't want to like start laying any of this down if I was going to end up needing to order even more. And I also just wanted to make sure that all of the tiles looked good together and everything like that. I wanted to give you guys a little lookie at what it's gonna be like. I am obsessed. Like, why did I not do this sooner? Okay, so mind you, they're not laid out perfectly. I was having trouble getting these all the way under the fridge here, so TBD about that. I don't think I'm going to go like all the way under and like fully move my appliances. As you can see, the ones under the stove cover under there just enough, so I think it's gonna be the same with the fridge. I'm just gonna have to like maneuver around it. The only spot I'm gonna have to make any sort of cuts is over here by the dishwasher, and then all along this back edge, and then also on the edge going just a little bit under the dishwasher. What I'm gonna do, these are almost perfectly 1 square deep, so I'm just gonna like trim the tiles in half and line them up back against the quarter round back here, and like I said, just kind of stick it under there. Luckily for me, crazy enough, the hardwood that's under here right now is actually the exact same size as these tiles, so that gives me a really good guide to follow, and it lines up underneath the cabinetry perfectly. I know some of y'all are probably gonna think I'm crazy for doing this because for one, we're obviously just renting, and for two, why would I cover up these beautiful hardwood floors? They are just not in the best shape, and I've honestly never really like loved them. Like, they're fine, but they're not like I don't know, they're just, if it was the same hardwood that's throughout the rest of the place, that would be one thing, and I would definitely just leave it alone. I'm personally not a fan of the square, I don't know the exact name of that like style of the wood that's in here, but it's just not my favorite. The checkerboard is just so cool and so fun, and I've literally always wanted checkerboard tile in my kitchen. So like, why not live out those dreams for only $26? I just wanted to clarify that I'm just doing this because I want to. That's literally it. You know, everybody's home is their own. I don't know why, y'all, I got so many freaking hate comments on my apartment tour because my style is not everybody else's, which is totally fine, and I totally understand if my style is not yours. Just had to defend myself a little bit because I'm scared. I don't want to keep getting hate comments about the things that I'm doing around my home because it's my home and you should do whatever you want to do in your home. I just like to like share my life. So yep, okay, I'm gonna clean the floor now and maybe get to sticking some of these down. I have no idea how long this will take me, but I'm just so excited. Guys, I finished with 1.5 tiles to spare. Like literally 2 packs couldn't have been more perfect. I am so incredibly proud of myself because even doing like the funky cuts and stuff, I kind of nailed this. I can't stop looking at it because it honestly looks so good. It's not perfect, okay? There are some flaws, don't get me wrong, not every single tile lined up perfectly, and specifically that back row where I had to cut down the singular tiles is a little dodgy. But other than that, it looks so good. The only thing that I will say is that the reviews were unfortunately very correct in that these tiles do not stick like very well at all. I could lay them down and still like move them around so easy. So good news is they're gonna be very easy to remove. Bad news is they will not stay down well. I mean, honestly, I've been walking across them. I feel like they just need weight to keep them down. It could be worse. That's the way I'm trying to view it, is like it definitely could be worse. So there is one other thing that I really want to do that I think is just going to take this to the next level. I'm going to paint the quarter round black. It's already black. I just want to retouch it because it is chipping a lot. And I feel like against this tile, you can really tell. You can see just that piece right there along the bottom has all of those scratch marks. So I'm just going to give her a fresh coat using literally just acrylic paint. Are you guys ready for the reveal of the floor? It looks so good. I'm like honestly really freaking impressed with myself and with the tiles for how cheap they were. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Obviously they're very glossy, so they do reflect quite a lot, which I'm not complaining about because it is making my kitchen feel so much brighter. And then as you can see, me touching up the quarter round down there really, really helps. I feel like it gave the same effect as like caulking, that it was that final finishing touch that it really needed to look good. So yes, as you can see, I was able to get fitted all around underneath the fridge really well, under the stove really well, and under the dishwasher. That was the hardest part, and I think I did pretty good, especially for it being first try. And then down here, like I said, it's really not perfect. Like you can see some of the tiles don't match up perfectly, but they're so freaking close that like I'm not too worried about it. You really have to be looking close to notice it all. Something that I do find funny is that the white cabinets almost look kind of yellowy. Like you can tell that they're not like the brightest white next to these brand new tiles, but I don't really mind it at all. I just wanted to show you guys the finished result. I am so freaking happy. Now that you guys have seen it, I think I'm ready to go ahead and start putting everything back into the kitchen. I'm gonna lay down the rug, actually tape it down with the rug tape that I got, and then just like clean off the counters, put everything away, and then I'll show you guys what my kitchen is fully looking like. I feel like I haven't shown you guys my kitchen in a long time, so I'll do a little kitchen tour in this. Why not? It is a new day, a whole new week even. It's been honestly a minute since I did the checkerboard tiles in the kitchen, but I didn't want that to be the only thing in this video, so I finally was able to bring the bookshelf up from the basement. We found it in an alleyway like probably 2 months ago now, and I've just been waiting for Chris to be ready to kind of move around and change up his fingerboard area so that I can put this in its place. And there are a few obstacles here. So first of all, the shelf that is currently there, I thought I would be able to take the shelves out of it and put them in this one because this one doesn't have the extra shelves, and the other bookcase is smaller, not only in height but in width. So I don't think that the like movable shelves in there is gonna work in this one at all. So it's only gonna have one shelf for right now, which is probably gonna be kind of silly, but I was looking it up and I'm pretty sure I can get extra shelves at like Home Depot for like $8. So not a big deal. I'm still gonna set it up anyways, but Chris is having a friend over tonight to fingerboard, and he was like wanting to try setting some stuff up outside. We actually just went and bought these sawhorses today so that he can just like set up whatever he wants, wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He's been talking about getting sawhorses literally for like a year, so I'm glad he bit the bullet and went ahead and just bought them today. So here's what we're working with in here. It's slightly a mess because he's got fingerboard stuff like all over the place. We have a ton in that room right now. This is the little shelf that I've been wanting to move and replace with this tall one because this is gonna fit so much more on it. As you can see, all of our VHSs are down here right now and they are just overflowing this tiny little shelf. So I want to still keep all of the stuff of his on the tall shelf, but then also be able to put VHSs and other things as well. So this table, he's actually going to move outside too tonight, so I can go ahead and move that out of my way. And if he wants to set up his fingerboard station again, he can just put it on top of this, but without it having to come all the way over on top of the bookshelf as well. So let's do this. Okay, so a few problems. First of all, yes, the shelves from this, wait, where is it? From this one did not fit on the tall shelf, so I'm definitely gonna have to go to the hardware store and get 3, I think, is how many is gonna fit. And I also need to get the little like plug things that will hold the shelf. I mean, honestly, it is worth it to me because I got the shelf for free. But I had the idea, I put it here on this wall and like, I didn't hate it. I did kind of feel like it blocked some of the light though. And so I was like, well, what if I went crazy and put it on the wall with all the other bookshelves? Because I don't know if you guys remember way long ago, I think it was when I got the first 2 that I was like, man, how iconic would a third one be where it fills the whole wall? So I actually did just move it over there. And is it a perfect match? Obviously no, but it looks really good because it's the same height and it's almost the same color. So what I think I might do is actually move these apart and put this one in the middle because it looks kind of weird being on the end, but I think in the middle it would look really good. And then all I have to do is get shelves, and then all of our media will live on that wall. DVDs, VHS, records, books, pretty much everything except for our cassettes and then some of our other like VHSs. But I feel like it would just make so much more sense on that wall. And then we can keep this little shelf right over here and he can keep his fingerboard set up the way it was or do honestly whatever he wants. My only concern is how I'm gonna fit my chair over there or like just in the living room in general because it was in the spot where a bookshelf will now be. I don't know that I mind it being kind of in front of the bookshelves a little bit, but I don't know. I'm playing around with a few different ideas. This is just where I'm at right now. I wanted to check in with you guys, let you know what's going on. Wish me luck moving these bookshelves by myself, because the bookshelves themselves are so heavy, let alone with all of the stuff that's on them. Anyways, it's fine. I chose to do this, so let's freaking do it. Good morning, friends. So I did in fact finish up in the living room. I mean, as much as I can. Like, I still have things to do, and I'll explain that whenever I show it to you, but I realized I don't know if I ever really filmed like the final kitchen reveal. So I thought I would go ahead and show you guys everything that I did in here, and then I'll take you into the living room and show you the updates in there as well and kind of close out this video. The kitchen is looking great, I must say. The sticky tiles, so glad that I did them. They look so good. It was seriously so easy, and because the tiles were on sale, it cost me like $26, which is insanely cheap. And they definitely are cheaper, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend the exact tiles that I bought, but I will have them linked for you guys anyways. Just know that if you're going to be installing these, to like really take your time with it to make sure it lines up well, and I would highly recommend using some sort of glue and not just relying on the sticky that's on the back of them, because it's really not that good. So far, I mean, they've been in for like maybe 2 weeks or so, and they're doing really well in our kitchen, and it just matches like the original tile on the walls in here so well. I'm obsessed. I'm really loving it. So let me show you guys how it's looking. I'm gonna start from back here so that you guys can really see the whole view of the kitchen here. So we have our kitty food bowls at one end of the cabinets here, and then at the other end, you guys know, I put a bookshelf here. It used to be over on this wall, and I did not like it over here, so I just played around with like leaning it against the side of the fridge, and I actually do really like it here. It kind of feels built in, but kind of not. I don't know. This was just kind of like an awkward space before, and it fits there so well. As you can see, I did rig it up with some styrofoam, which does not look good, but I like to think people don't really notice that very much. And then I just displayed like mixing bowls, jars of dried goods, and our cereal and stuff like that. So this is really practical. It's maybe not the prettiest thing in the world, but it really works well in this space. And then I left a little bit of a gap right here because I tucked my brooms and mops in here, and we also have to access like our alarm system and our thermostat. So that is that. And here is how the floor tiles look. I think they look really good, honestly. Like, not to toot my own horn, but I slayed that. On this side of the kitchen is all of our cabinetry. Obviously, this is a very small kitchen. We don't have a ton of storage, but we make it work. Honestly, it's kind of like the perfect amount for us. These cabinets up here is our pantry. If you guys remember earlier in this video, I did try to do a little bit of organization, but it just kind of like looks crazy, you know? It's fine. I mentioned this cookie jar in a recent thrift haul. Isn't that so cute? I love it so much. I currently don't have anything stored in there. It's just for decoration, but I do really want to upgrade our toaster. We got like the cheapest one at Walmart years and years ago, and it's just like kind of finicky. Like, most of the time it works, but it'll randomly just burn our toast, which is annoying. So I don't know. I just really want to get like a cute one, since this does sit on the counter and we do use it almost every single day. Actually, Chris does use it every single day. I have this one on Amazon picked out that is a baby pink color, and it looks vintage. It's just like $40, and I've just not prioritized buying that, but I think that will look so much cuter right there than the black one. And then obviously we have the sink over here, and all of this under the sink has actually been staying really organized, and I'm very proud of that. Putting this little bin under here was a game changer for the organization under here. And then up here we have one mug shelf that stores a ton of mugs and one of my vining pothos plants. And then over here in this cabinet is all of our dishware and glasses. I moved around some of the organizing like little shelf things and it's been working really well over here. In the bottom cabinets, I did not organize through any of that, but it's all pretty much stayed the same since we've lived here and it's worked really well for us. While we're over here, this is the whole reason that I was so inspired to lay the checkerboard sticky tiles, was because we have pretty much checkered tiles up here and it just matches so well. I think it looks so good and I've just always wanted checkerboard sticky tiles in my kitchen. And then this whole side of the wall is all of our appliances. So we've got our fridge, stove, and dishwasher. I feel so lucky that we have this dishwasher, honestly. I genuinely, that's like one luxury I could not live without. Up here we have another mug shelf. I recently thrifted this cute little spice shelf that matches that shelf really well. We have Chris's artwork in here. I must say too, a lamp in the kitchen is a must. Oh my gosh, this has been such a game changer. We don't even turn on the overhead lights in here ever. We only use this lamp. I got this lamp for $30 at a yard sale and she's just beautiful. And then this is like our coffee station. That's what we use this little slab of counter for. And then at the top of the fridge is extra storage up there, which again is really not the cutest, but it works. That's our whole kitchen, whole little kitchen tour for you guys. Let's go into the living room. Not a lot changed in here. Everything over on this side of the wall stayed the same. This is how Chris's fingerboard area turned out. So if you guys remember, he was having friends over for a fingerboard sesh. They moved everything outside, which gave me the opportunity to move things around, organize this area a lot. And I'm so glad that we did that. So this just looks a lot cleaner. He went with a smaller fingerboard table here and that left this whole bookshelf a lot clearer. Obviously, he has a lot of stuff on there. He has a lot of fingerboard stuff that he's made, but this is so much more organized and just like open feeling over here. Him and I are both really happy with how this turned out. Over on this wall, I am just obsessed. If you guys remember when I got these two, I was talking about how iconic it would be to have a third one and just have like the whole wall be bookshelves. And that dream finally came true. I was so nervous about the chair not being like against the wall, but I think it works in that corner even though it is a little bit further back than the couch. It's actually a really cozy little like reading corner. For me, I've been sitting there editing videos and watching YouTube videos as well, and it's just been so nice. So as you can tell, okay, this middle bookshelf, the one that I moved in here, is kind of cluttered looking. It looks insane because it only has one shelf in it. I still need to go to the hardware store and get 2 if not 3 more, and then I can like actually organize and style all of this stuff better. But for now, I just put all of the things that need to go on there. As you can see, our VHS collection is kind of insane actually. I'm very proud of this. I think it looks really cool. But I think it's gonna look so much better when we have a couple of shelves to kind of break all this stuff up, and it'll be easier to like grab the VHSs when they're not all stacked on each other. But this at least kind of gives like the vision of what I'm going for, and I love it so much. This is the whole living room now. I do feel like aside from adding the shelves here, the living room is finally complete. Like, I am truly so happy with this. I finally have all of my instruments hung up on the wall. And then I don't know if I ever fully showed you guys that I hung up all these posters in here. And I just feel like it fills this wall really well. It adds a lot. It kind of goes with like the music, media type of theme in here. So I'm really happy I did this. I know this is like definitely a lot going on, especially when you can see the gallery wall and that wall. It's just like kind of a lot. So what I've been thinking about doing is somehow hanging curtains on this little doorway to kind of close things off, and then like I want them to come from the middle point and kind of swag open like that, and just like frame this out a little bit more and give us some separation. Like, I love this archway so much. I don't want to take away from it, but I just feel like we need separation, to be honest. If you guys have been around for a while, you know how long I have been trying to get the living room to a good spot, and I feel like it finally is. It's been a very long work in progress, but I think adding this bookshelf over here was like the best little finishing touch that this room really needed, especially for storage, because as you guys see, I have a lot of VHS tapes that I really needed to organize. It's so nice to check things off my list that have been on my list for just way too long. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of motivation. If you have something on your checklist that you've been putting off for a long time, get it done, because it's probably not as daunting as you're making it out to be in your head. And if it is, you've got this. You can tackle it. You'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing me finally tackle a few things that I've been meaning to do for so long and have been talking about doing forever. Hopefully very soon I can finally knock off getting a freaking dresser. Funny story, I actually literally found like the perfect one thrifting that was $15, and as I was like trying to get the tag off of it and inspecting it, this old lady was like, actually my husband is getting a worker right now because we're buying this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So the search is still on. I'm just trying to like get one for as cheap as possible, but it still be what I want. I just don't want to spend over $100 on a dresser. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, I know I can get one for cheaper. It's just the patience of the hunt. You know what I mean? That's the art of thrifting for you. But hopefully that will be like the next big thing that I'm able to do around the house. It's honestly the only thing I need to do anymore. But once I do finish up like the last few things that I really want to do around here, I will be filming another apartment tour, because I finally feel like our space is like pretty much done. I mean, if you guys know me, you know I do like to rearrange and kind of switch things around, and obviously I thrift a lot, so I'm kind of interchanging things sometimes. But as far as like the big pieces, I feel like we're like right there. We're so close. So I would love to film an updated apartment tour, because honestly a lot has changed since my last one, even though I don't feel like I even filmed it that long ago. But I also want to kind of film it better too. I feel like, I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts, but new apartment tour definitely going to be coming very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I have lots and lots of videos planned as always. So make sure you subscribe, follow me on TikTok and Instagram as well if you want to see more from me, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. I love you guys so much. Bye.